Jürgen, obviously we now know that when it comes to the semi-final of the Champions League, you will play Villarreal on the Wednesday, then it's Newcastle on the Saturday, Villarreal on the Tuesday. Even if you push the kick-off back on the Saturday, it would still, I'd imagine, cause you a problem. So how are you going to cope with the kind of scenario around that and the recovery time for your players?
Yeah, but that's a normal problem. So that's what I said. It's completely normal in that period of first time that we obviously are in semi-finals of two competitions, stuff like this. So that's our problem. I have no problem with deal with that. But and we said that I don't know how often. It's a massive difference because each hour counts for recovery in these moments. And if you want to cause us problems, you send us at 12:30 to Newcastle. And I don't understand it because I can understand that people want to see a football game between Newcastle and Liverpool, but I don't see why you should. Any team should have an advantage or disadvantage, these kind of things. So that's just how it is. If I really think that the league and the broadcaster, they just have to try at least to help there. And we will see. I didn't hear anything yet about that. Nobody from BT contacted me yet. But I would say common sense would tell you that it's probably the right thing to do to move the game slightly backwards.
Looking at last night, it looked as though Manchester City faced a bit more of an intense affair than you did at Anfield. Could there be any kind of advantage for you going into this game against Manchester City when you look at what potentially went on in Madrid and how much that game could have taken out of them?
I don't know. I didn't see the full game. I saw a few highlights. Some of them obviously after the game. We had it last week before Face City. We had the away game and arrived then in the middle. The next day, you're right. We slept there. We stayed there overnight. So traveling is intense. Definitely will give us an advantage. I have no idea, but we will see that. It was for both teams. Both games were intense, but I didn't see the complete game from last night from City yet. We'll do that this afternoon, and then maybe I could tell you more, but in this moment, don't know.
It is the third time they've faced each other this season, though. You could feasibly still meet in the final of the Champions League as well, but both games have finished 2-2 in the Premier League so far. Can you actually surprise each other anymore?
Not just surprise. I think we all think a lot about these kind of games. We have to. So I think City was really strong last week. Yeah, and we were not at our best. So I would like to see a game when we are our best as well. So it would be interesting. So let's give it a try. Maybe that would be a surprise. All of a sudden we are good. And so the boys did a lot of good stuff in the game. But I really think we in a couple of positions we really are able to perform on a completely different level. So I think we should give that a try. And then it's a cup game. So it's one-off means if it's 2-2 again, it's 120 minutes, and then if it stays there 2-2, then it goes to penalty shootout. It's crazy that would be really crazy if you have to go all the way. But honestly, I really like that. I want to have 12 games from now on until the end of the season. I want to be in the finals and all this kind of thing. It's not about that. It's just it's tough and makes it not easier, but it's anyway. But still the best schedule to have, because it means you are in all competition as long as somehow possible, and that's why I'm really looking forward to the game. Wembley is a big pitch. Wow. So we have to cover a lot of grass and to run a lot and to close big gaps and all these kind of things. But I think it will be cool. Of course, both teams will use the last game for their analyze, of course, and we will see who used it better.